Hi, everybody. What's up? This is Miss G. What's going on? It is Friday. 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 We got through a week, our second week of January. Can you believe it's January 10th? It's going to be the middle of the month. It's going to be the 1st of February and the 2nd. How's everybody? Welcome. What y'all doing on this Friday? Y'all ready for me on this Friday? Welcome. Welcome to Africa Awaits Travel and Repatriation. Hey, y'all. And Repatriation group on Facebook. We are a special group. I'm so excited. The energy and the participation. Lisa, Miss Ernestine, Courtney. I'm telling you, I got my Glow Tribe. Y'all are what is it? Formerly the Glow Tribe. Hey, Miss Lisa, welcome. My name is Gloria. For those that will be watching the replay and new people, cousin, what's up, cousin? Cousin, I gotta come and get some food, like for real. I see a truck, and I have to take that trip, but I don't know when I'm able to. But your food be fire. If anyone is ever in, you're in Illinois, put on, cousin, what your truck is. If anyone is in like the Illinois area, put your business, if y'all don't mind, just to get like a feel of what people do, because that plays into different things too. What do y'all do? Because this is also, I'm a networking fiend from when I was younger, because I was pretty much self-employed my entire life. So I had to network if I wanted to eat. I had to network. I had to meet people. I had to meet the right people. So I love meeting people and sharing, because you don't know who you are connecting with and how they can be a blessing to you. So share what y'all do, because y'all never know if y'all need each other. We're on a big platform. It's a lot of people. Let's not be islands, okay? Because all of us need each other more and more and more. So I hope everyone stayed warm. I don't know what part of the country y'all are in. Put in the chat where y'all are from. Put in the chat what part of the continent, country, or the world, because we've been getting some cool people on. Oh, hello, Faith. YouTube. I keep forgetting about my YouTube people. I be focused because the folks are popping on. So YouTube, y'all got to do your job. Y'all got to pop in the chat so I can talk to y'all too. The Facebook people jumping in the chat. So the YouTube people, y'all got to jump in the chat. Yeah, we've been getting some cool people. We got some people from Mozambique, from Tanzania, from Brazil. It's a young lady, a couple of people that's in the continent, living and loving and working. So really cool stuff. I want to thank y'all. So tonight, all of these countries that I'm presenting to y'all, I'm excited because I've gone over them in the previous talk when we just was talking about Africa and feeling them out. So now that I'm going through them a second time, I'm very excited because I chose these. I was able to now separate countries that we can definitely visit, vacation, and possibly repatriate to, or, live. Okay. So that's why I'm so excited when I talk about a lot of these countries, because they are, as I said in YouTube, it's a seedling. You know how a seedling is a little seed, nobody really notices it. And then, when it harvests, you're like, oh my gosh, how did it grow into a watermelon or whatsoever? And that's what I feel that Burkina Faso is. Put a one in the chat if y'all have heard of Burkina Faso before tonight. I'm going to give you all a little quiz. I'm not a teacher, but I'm going to give you all a little quiz. Do y'all know what part of Africa Burkina Faso is located? Put in the chat for me, okay? I'm going to not drink that. I'm going to drink it like this. Put in the chat if y'all have heard of Burkina Faso before tonight. Y'all just learn about Burkina Faso. Y'all want to learn, like, what's Burkina Faso? I never heard of that. I only heard of Sierra Leone and Ghana and places like that. Burkina Faso. So this is like almost like Botswana, okay? But Botswana is off the chain. And for the folks that weren't in the chat yesterday, Botswana is so off the chain. We're going to do a trip to Botswana in 2026. So put that on the side. Low season where we can get a good deal is between December and March. So I know everybody money be funny. Okay. It is what it is. December, January, start lightening up February. You get your, hey, Miss Bridget, you get your check, your tax return, hopefully like March, April. So, that's on it. We could definitely have a payment plan, but put just so I can get like a feel, and for the folks that will see the replay, so I can get a feel also, put, just to revert back, put in the chat Botswana March 2026. Botswana March 2026 if y'all are interested in going. All right. There is a trip scheduled. I'm working with a tour company approached me to do Ghana. Ghana's always hot, right? Everybody going to Ghana. But I definitely want to expand where we are going. But I do have a great partner that does the tours in Ghana and some other places. I think he was in Togo the other day. And Glenn, what's up? My brother, how are you? So welcome, welcome, welcome. And we are planning on doing a Ghana trip in October. And then I was researching, so also put Ghana, wherever y'all want to go. And if y'all want to go someplace, we're going to cover it. You could put that in the chat too. All right. So Ghana, October 2025. Botswana, March of 2026. Then Seychelles, okay? Seychelles, I'm planning for September 2025 because they're having their fashion week and I heard it's fire. So Seychelles 2025. Okay, September. All right. So I'm so excited to talk about Burkina Faso. So Burkina Faso goes so far into history that they originally had kingdoms. It were kings, queens, it was kingdoms, like a lot of the African countries, until the pirates and the colonizers came and said, oh, no. I want y'all to do it this way. Right? So Burkina Faso was its own kingdom. But then when the French came and colonized, they changed up everything and even renamed the country to Upper Volta. Okay. Um, and it was ruled and colonized by the French. So, of course, during that time, the people were very exploited. The different tribes were against each other, like the Masi tribe. We've heard of the Masi tribe, and there were other tribes, but the Masi tribe was the leading tribe at that time. But I think was kind of, I don't want to say in cahoots, but the colonizers turned on them. So, but the Masi tribe is still prevalent. I forgot how many tribes are in Burkina Faso now. But Burkina Faso had a lot of drama for centuries. Even when they received their independence, um, after that, it was still political instability because, people wanted control. And it is where Burkina Faso is. I don't know if anyone put it in the chat. It is in West Africa, and it's bordered by Mali, Togo, Benin, Ghana, and Cote d'Ivoire. And I say Cote d'Ivoire because we're going to get this terminology right. Okay. Cote d'Ivoire, not Ivory Coast. That's what the colonizers named it. Ivory Coast, because they were killing the freaking elephants and getting the ivory tusk. It's Cote d'Ivoire. That's what the um, people from that area, that's the proper name. The colonizer name is Ivory Coast, and that's incorrect. And on the 15th, put it in your notes, we're going to be covering Cote d'Ivoire and Abidjan. Oh my God. That's enough. Yo, I don't know which African country to pick, like for real. Like, if I wasn't like head invested in where I am now, I would just be so confused on where to go. I'll be so confused. Now, Burkina Faso, where I love about Burkina Faso so much, it has come from like really war torn coup over coup over coup over coup. They kill every president that comes into office. Like the coups are off the chain. It's constant drama. But what has happened in the last election, and it's weird because the presidents are usually like related to each other. It's like somebody uncle, like Ibrahim. That's the president now. He the bomb. Ibrahim. What? How do you? Trehador. Trehador. Yeah, I know I'm saying it wrong. Captain Ibrahim Trehador. He is the president at the moment, and he is the youngest president in the African continent. He got in about 2 years ago because his uncle, I believe, it was somebody related to him, died. I don't know if he got killed because they love killing them presidents. So what people are nervous about, hi, honey, Tracy from the Berg. How are you? Welcome. They love killing those presidents. So Captain Ibrahim, I think he only like 32, 34. He's in his 30s. He's very young. He's all about the business. He's not playing around. He's not being bought. He told the French, get the out of here. he's doing so much in the last 2 years of his of his rule, and it's like blowing people away, and he's getting massive respect that he's able to do things like the young generation, the Gen Zs, the early, like the late millennials, they're not playing. All these other folks that have done the status quo and all of that, the young folks that's like really taken over, especially in the continent. We saw that with Kenya and Ruto. The young folks are like, "Oh, we don't think so, and we don't like you behind, and we want you out, Ruto." So I'm not sure what plans are being made, but Ruto is not showing his behind like he thought he was going to do. He's laying real low. He's as Funky Dineva say, he laying it low and what? I'm silly. But anyway, so uh Captain Ibrahim, he's in military, he respects the military, he's always in his military fashion. He not cracking no smiles for nobody. He about business, what we need to do. Bump, bump, bump. Nope, that don't look right. We stopping that. Nah, we gotta relook that. Since he's been in office, he has been about business. And let me tell you the different things that he's done. Okay, now let me give you a little background about the country itself, right? So I said it was a whole bunch of drama. It came from kingdoms, kings and queens ran it until the French colonizers came, and just like with a lot of countries in Africa, a lot of the presidents, the younger, the newer presidents is kicking all of like I was on a flight coming back. I had to be coming back from Kenya, and we were changing in, I think, Paris. I'm not sure. It was Leo. So I was sitting next to this white guy. Seemed nice. He seemed nice, and he worked for like an NGO. That's a non-governmental whatever, right? So he was saying that he had to be forced to leave, and I think this is out of Mali or Togo, one of the Western countries, because the countries told the French, "We don't want not one thing French in here. Take your Air France plane. We don't want it, or it's going to be a problem." So the folks had to scatter. And he was like, "Yeah, you know how they all of a sudden, now you over there, you didn't have no problems being over there and taking advantage. But now when the folks have like revolted against you, now you're scared for your life. Miss me, please, miss me." But anyway, so he was feeling a real type of way that he was kicked out the country with the rest of the people that's getting overpaid to be over in Africa, taking advantage. The new leadership is saying no and heck no. So that is excellent, excellent. Very progressive. So Captain Ibrahim is doing a lot. It's about, let me see, how many people are in Burkina Faso? It's about 20 million people. The people, again, and what I have noticed when I did the series before and now, it's a reoccurring thing. And I want us as people to realize where we really come from as far as who we are at the core. The media and the outside sources want to paint this picture that people of color, Black people, are just so barbaric and dangerous and everything. But we weren't the ones that was initiating it. You know what I'm saying? And when you go to the different African countries and what the feedback that I have received in my research, most African countries, the people are very humble, welcoming, chill, like down to the core. That's what we as a people, Renee, welcome, welcome, welcome. That's what we as a people are made of to the core. Okay, we don't have a history of pillage and destruction and all of that and hate and all of that. So just remember that when they try to, you know, mind f us in thinking that we're bad people, or we even self sabotage ourselves when we get angry or whatever, like, you know, that's part of what who we are, and it's not originally. We've been taught to behave that way. Okay. So, anywho, hey, TJ, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I see my Glow Tribe is here, a growing Glow Tribe. I want to thank everyone. So, 20 million people in Burkina Faso. And I had mentioned to y'all before that the original name that the French gave Burkina Faso was Upper Volta. But Burkina Faso president at that time, they had something for them. They said, okay, we're going to get our independence back because all the African countries were minding their business. They were independent. They were free. They were kings and they were queens. Burkina Faso was a kingdom that had king and queens. But folks came in, and as we see in a lot of neighborhoods today, came and gentrified and changed the course and said, oh no, you doing it this way and you are this way. So when they got their independence back, that just cracks me up. Not really, kind of, sort of. But when Burkina Faso got their independence back, they said, we changing our name. We're getting rid of a whole lot of stuff that the colonizers have put in place. And even so the name, like I said, was Upper Volta. They changed it to Burkina Faso. So that's what the African leadership wanted their names to be. So now the name, if you see someone from Burkina Faso, does anyone know anyone from Burkina Faso that's in the United States? So the proper way to call someone from Burkina Faso, I wrote it down. I always write stuff down and then I can't find it when I go back. It's let me see. It is, I hate that. Let me see. I hate that. I am sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, Facebook. I write it down and then my eye does not go back to it. That's so irritating to me. Burkinabe. Birkin like Birkenbeck. Burkinabe people. That's what you call someone from Burkina Faso. The Burkinabe people. Okay. Tons of rich history, of course. It's in the heart of West Africa, you know, in the savannas with the beautiful wildlife and zebras and just beautiful landscape, just beautiful. And like I said, it's wrapped around, it's a landlocked country. So one thing that I want to say I like but don't like, I like a lot of these places that I'm like, ooh, that's so cool. I am so glad they not near water. I would be so mad, okay? Because I'm a water chick. I got to be around water. I got to be around some sand. But if you like lush, they have rivers though. They have rivers. But this this country is really growing very fast and doing a lot of things like at not the speed of life, but he is making a lot of things happen very quickly from him being in office only 2 years. So let me list off some things. Mozambique, what's up? How are you? That's on my YouTube, baby. I'm on 2 platforms. I'm multitasking. So I have my Samsung West Africa. Sam? Where are you in West Africa? So that's my YouTube people. And then I have my Facebook people. So I know Mozambique, thank you so much for coming on. And he is up because he's in Tanzania, right? And it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning in Tanzania. He's up watching. So I want to thank you. Thank you for being part of the Glow Tribe. Thank you. We're talking about Burkina Faso. Sam, are you from Burkina Faso? What part of the continent are you from? We got to let the Facebook people know. So anyway, so the tribes there in Burkina Faso is the Masi and the Fulani. Now I know a lot of people have heard about the Fulani tribe. So the Masi tribe is the more prevalent tribe, and that tribe is back from before colonization, but still exists. The country, they have tons of natural resources, right? Minerals, all that stuff, but their main focus and imports are agricultural. They have millet, cotton, maize, corn. Cotton, though, is one of their main cash cows. Just to give you like some, I guess, insight, is not the gold, but they do have gold. But as I mentioned before in some of the lives, that when you may have, they're sitting on gold. Like I said, that the country is made out of gold and diamonds. It's mind-boggling. The continent of Africa is basically a big golden diamond rock. Like, I'm not playing. Like, every time you go and I talk about the different countries that's within the continent. Now, there's other countries that are African countries, but they're in the water. They're broken off and they're in the water, like Seychelles and what's the name of it? Mauritius and everything. They don't have that. They don't have the resources that the mainland has. So it's amazing of what the mainland has. But even though they have those resources, you need money to mine them. So Captain Ibrahim is making moves to get certain things done. And I feel that that is going to be on the list. But this is what's on the list that he's done already. Okay. All right. So he has done massive projects. The French don't like him at all because since he's gotten the power, he has not allowed the French government to control him or anybody else. But not only that, he doesn't have the French to control him, but he told the French to get to stepping. I got this. Get to stepping. So they not liking that at all. And they're mad. That's why just pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for his protection. Everyone's very, very nervous because, since people can't control, then they want to eliminate. So pray for his safety, that he can continue to flourish. Burkina Faso. He's got rid of so many things, like just recently, and I've shared it. The wigs for the parliament and the government, it was the blonde wigs that mimicked, like, the white people back in the day, and when it was colonialism, and he has banned those. He's like, oh no, take that off because y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy. Blanco, be quiet. He 4 pounds. Blanco 4 pounds and think he gonna do something. Go somewhere. Go somewhere, please. You. So anyway, I'm sorry. So yeah, so that is not allowed in their parliament anymore. Yay, yay, yay. Lati, thank you so much for jumping on. So he has shut that down. Okay. But he has also started to remove different relics of colonialism in Burkina Faso. But let me share with you the different projects he's done to grow the country. So when I say that is, if y'all are looking for Dean, welcome. Um, if y'all are looking for a place that's different, that's chill, this is an opportunity. I only share um, opportunities to live. And I think that Burkina Faso, even though it's in its birthing and the direction that Captain Ibrahim is taking it, that place is gonna be fire. He could, because he has that young mind, he's on his business, people really like him, and he's getting everything done. I definitely give Burkina Faso 5 African handbags to think about being an expat. And I will share with you, what time is it? 9:37. Okay. How much the cost of living is. So let me run down the what he's done so far in like the last 2 years. Okay. He has made modernization of the roads, that the roads were raggedy. Dirt roads, everything. He has made a partnership with the West African Development Bank, and has acquired $61 million towards the project of modernizing the roads and structures. So it seems like, because usually what I've run into, that the infrastructure and roads, China jumps into Africa, is all up in Africa, and they will fund those roads. But interestingly enough, now that I'm thinking, no, China's not going to mess with it, because with China, Regina, hello. China's not going to mess with Burkina Faso, because it's not a border, it's not water. And the thing with China, because China's money, a lot of China's money is in the African countries of their infrastructure development. Nazinga, welcome. But in exchange for that, if the African countries default, China has control of all of the borders. That's why they haven't put any money into Burkina Faso, because Burkina Faso is landlocked. So, but what we will see is countries that's not landlocked, and they are getting a lot of, they have a lot of infrastructure and new roads. The Chinese is like, hey, I'll give you some money, but you got to pay, and if you don't, we have control of all of your water borders. So, right? So, anyway, just a little tea on that. Right? So, but he has acquired funding over $61 million from the West African Development Bank, and not just on the roads, the paved roads. roads that are connecting the other countries, like really modernizing it, but also water. It's $10 million he was able to get to improve the water systems, everything like that, right? Then the airport, they're building a new airport. Now, a couple years ago, when they were under the last administration, it was a lot of, I want to say, like people slacking, and they started building the airport, and they did not build a structure correctly. Yeah, they did not build the structure correctly, and the building collapsed. So when he came into office, he said, "No, let's stop this project, and we're going to um, look at everything that's going on, and we're going to, um, you know, go back and redo this." So they are now presently working on the brand new. The airport is called Ajugadu. A, I be tearing up some names. Ajugadu. I know I missed a syllable up in there, but it's okay. Um, and the crazy thing is that with that airport project, they were given. Now, this is separate from the water and the roads. Okay. With the airport, they were able to obtain 420 million euros, not dollars. So if it's 420 million euros, that's about a half $1 billion, 500 million just for the airport. So the airport's fire. It's gonna be fire, and everything that's connected to it, offices, everything. So that's another thing. Then, and with that, with the airport project, they have created over 5,000 indirect and direct jobs. 5,000 just from the airport project. Okay. Then with the projects overall, well, I'm skipping. Okay. So I'm going to come back to the million. Okay. So in connection to the roads, the water, the new airport to welcome, he is so open, just like the president of Ghana wants people to come to Ghana, and they want to invest. They want foreign investment. They want you to come, want you to come. He is there with open arms to say, please come visit our country. Please do business in our country. Please invest. Please do, like, open. Now, a lot of countries that and you would think that's a no-brainer. Hey, DC, you would think that's a no-brainer that, okay, these countries that's struggling would be very open to having foreign investment. But some of the countries, they got so much behind the nonsense going on that they don't want nobody in their business. You can't even get a visa as an American to get over there. You need permissions and all, because they want to do what they want to do. But in the case of course, Ghana, the president there, she has made no qualms about, please come. We want to welcome you. Anything that you want to do, your business, all of that, right? Captain Ibrahim is the same thing. So not only he is welcoming foreign investment, foreign investors, expats, people to tourists. Okay. He has also developed a multiple entrepreneurship program to the Burkinabe people. And it is like it's multi-levels. So what he wants is for indigenous um, indigenous, business, global partnerships, everything coming from now the outside, yes, but he wants his people to also thrive, almost again like Dubai, what the sheik in Dubai has done, with Dubai. So he has a program that um, you can set up your business, okay? And you may pay a certain amount and you get resources, but also you're able, from what I understand, to buy shares in the country, in the, I guess, um economic scope or this program, and you buy shares, and that basically helps others coming in too to get more resources, that everyone can be an entrepreneur, in addition to, if you want to work, if you want to be an employee. He is really pushing for the Burkinami people to be entrepreneurs. Okay. And they have created over 1 million slots of opportunities for that. So that's really, really outstanding. Really, really outstanding. The next thing is that is really, really cool is a solar system. Um, Serious, and that this is goes on in a lot of African countries too, that I'm really cool with. Um, the solar, they depend on renewable energy. So since it's always sunny, they do have a little rainy season, but it's sunny all the time in Africa. You have solar, so they're not depending on the fossil fuel and the electric and all of that. So they have solar. What is it? The solar. What is the thing called? The solar, like the masses of the solar. I'm sorry, just had a brain freeze. But so 80% of their electric requirements, or what runs on electricity, or that type of energy, is through solar. And that is outstanding, 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 outstanding. How y'all doing over there on the YouTube? How y'all doing? Share. Yes, people, please. Sharing is caring. All y'all got to do, Facebook and YouTube, please press share. And the folks that are on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. The people that's on Facebook, please go to 50 Shades of Glow. Hit that subscribe button, because my channel been on a struggle bus. This technology just be too much for me. So just hit that subscribe button so we can spread this word a lot, and the people and your friends don't come and ask you questions that they could have been on the live. So come on in. All right, what else has he done? So we've gone through that entrepreneurship, producing over 5,000 jobs just for the airport project, paving roads and making highways. This isn't just in the last 2 years he's been in office. Okay. And the water treatment. Then they are trying to set up a gold mining system, and the Abu Dhabi Aid Center. So they're getting money from Dubai. He got partnerships with Dubai. Okay, Dubai, to fund. It's called the Sadami Dam. So not only like the water treatment, but they have like a dam to preserve the water, because since it is landlocked, and they are prone to like what is it? Not the desert, to droughts. It's very important that they keep a strong water system. So they are developing and getting their money from the Abu Dhabi aid. Dubai is giving them money to build this dam to keep and treat the water that they will need for their agriculture, because they have great they have a great potential for agriculture. All of Africa does, but depending on where you are, if you don't get enough rain and it's drought written, then that's when it becomes a problem. So that's what they are really focused on and doing. Let me see. Yeah, they have solar power plants. That's what I was trying to remember. Um, and with the sodomy, not sodomy, my bad. Sadami dam. I know y'all laughing at me. Don't laugh at me. They are improving conditions, living conditions of the people. So again, he's all about the people, all about the better living and lifestyle of the people of Burkina Faso. Y'all put in the chat, the people that's come on later, put in the chat if y'all heard of Burkina Faso before now. All right, so let's get into the real nitty gritty, because I got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes for the hour power. The new folks don't know. This is the hour of power between 9 and 10 o'clock, Monday through Friday, live with Miss Glow, G, everything like that, because we are getting educated on our mother country. We was just born here. Do I need to repeat that? Mama's calling us home. Mama calling us home. We were born here. Okay. And we were, the little foster kids. You remember, if y'all know back in the day, people that's my age, because there used to be a lot of folks like this. Do y'all remember when it was a thing before like preaching became like a whole business, that the preachers' wives would who this? Caden. The preachers' wives would get all these foster kids, and so that would be income. Who is this? Zaina, welcome. I know everyone loves Captain Ibrahim. That's what I'm saying. The people on YouTube, what? They know where are you from? What is it, Zani? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'll be destroying the name. Miss Francis, love him. Let's pray for him, his protection, like for real. Like I'm serious. But what I was saying is, I'm old. I'll be losing my train of thought. I just lost my train of thought, but it's okay. All right. So, because I'm going to keep it moving. All right. So, but thank you for coming on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 9 o'clock every night. Yes. So this is the hour of power. We learn about things that we wouldn't normally know, because until I took this journey, I'd never heard of no Burkina Faso. I don't know. All these guys, I didn't know. So anyway, all right. So let's get into the nitty gritty. We have 5 minutes. All right. So to get there, it is a visa requirement, right? You can get your visa as a U.S. citizen through eVisa up to 3 months. Okay. And you can also get your visa upon arrival. That is an option also. Hello, I stumbled. Where are you streaming from? Okay. Uh, hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to pronounce this person's name. Alkibu Al A L Al K Al Kabulian. I know I destroyed it, but thank you. Yes, I know I am in Atlanta in the US on Eastern Standard Time. It is now 9:55 p.m. on Friday night. Welcome, 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 Facebook. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love all of y'all on Facebook and YouTube. Thank y'all so much. So, okay. So, a visa is required. Okay, so the person that I was just trying to pronounce their name, because you know the African names always have a meaning, right? So the African names that have a meaning is Anya. How are you? It is original name of Africa, and it means the Garden of Eden. Isn't that nice? I'm loving this. I am loving this. Okay, so you can get a visa on arrival. And the visa on arrival is going to cost about $190. So you have the choice to do it before or after. Yellow fever, because people always ask about the shot. Yes, yellow fever is mandatory if you're going to Burkina Faso from anywhere. Now, yesterday when we talked about Botswana, it wasn't unless you were coming from a country that was you know what I'm talking about, to yellow fever. But Burkina Faso still requires that is mandatory. All right. So let me see. So let me see. Cost of living. Y'all are gonna trip. Okay. Cost of living. So a one bedroom in like the center of town, right? But a one bedroom costs 150 U. We're talking US dollars. 150 to $350. That's if you're someplace in the city and you chilling. Like regular residents or whatsoever, and just like a working class neighborhood is 80. It's 80 to like $150. 80 to 152 for a one bedroom apartment. And that's in Magadu. And then for a three bedroom, it is about $300 to $800. Okay. You have a lot of local food, but since it is landlocked, you have some imported food. So your food prices can kind of vary based on what you want to eat. So, but food costs about $100 to $200 monthly to get, depending on what you buy. All right. A meal, like a local meal, is $1 to $8 if you go to, a local meal, some street food. Okay, $1 to $8. If you go out for dinner, like you want to treat yourself, a dinner is at a nice restaurant is $10 to $30. That's for two people. Public transportation is 30 cents to 50 cents. Very affordable. And a monthly pass is $10 to $20. A taxi is 50 cents to $2, depending on where you're going. Clothing is from $10 to $30. If you really want to stunt and go to a boutique, it's $30 to $100. To get your hair done, okay, a haircut for men goes between $1 to $10. Okay. To get your hair done for women It's $10 and $30. And that's braids. I can attest to that because I did this myself because I'm an ex hairdresser. Folk know me. The Lakeview folk in the house, they know Gloria did the hair, Beauty on Wheels and all that stuff. I did it myself, but I will not get my hair braided no more here. The only time you will see me with braids, I just came back from Africa because it costs $20, $23 with the tip. And she do the long, what do they call it? The small. Missy, hello, welcome back. Yeah, the small, it'd be $23 with the tax. So that's right on. Okay. So now getting into other stuff like education, right? So let me see. I wanted to go to no. Let me go to health because that's usually a big thing. And I'm sorry I'm running over a little bit. Health, since he is really building this not quickly, he's building this well. And he wants to fund it just like with Botswana. A lot of the resources and services are government subsidized to help you. So if you go to a public doctor, public medical, a visit is between $5 and $10. Okay. If you go to a private upscale doctor, a concierge doctor, it is $30 to $50. If you go to a specialist, is $50 to $100. So what they do suggest is to get health insurance. And guess how much the health insurance is, yo? The health insurance is $20 to $50 a month. So you don't have to pay for the 30 to 50 or whatever. $20 to $50 a month is for your health insurance. Okay. Let me see. Education, childcare, all that good stuff. So if you would like a nanny, that is commonplace in the African countries. It's very commonplace, and you kind of you feel a type of way, especially if you're a Black American and you have like you have help. You feel a type of way. You feel like, oh, but that's regular, right? So, and then for the cost, because how we as Black Americans work, I don't know how we do it, but we do it because it got to be done. But when you go over to the other countries, you will have a maid, a caretaker, a pool person. If you have a pool, you have a yard person, you have a nanny. If you have kids, you're not there doing everything. And then you don't feel bad because you are giving someone work. So even though, I got 11 jobs, okay, plus my businesses, okay, I still am responsible for at least 3 to 5 families because I have a caretaker, I have a housekeeper, I have a Maasai, a security. Oh yeah, the security person you need. And then I have someone to pick up the trash. So thank God it's not a lot of money, but that's common. So if you would like a nanny, to have a nanny, and I think this is kind of on the high side, to be quite honest, but sometimes not, because it comes to $25 a week. That's kind of high for me. I guess it depends on how many kids you have. But a nanny, full-time nanny, is $100 to $300 a month. A month, not a day, not a week, a month. Full-time nanny, okay? Full-time cook, $100 to $300. No, $100 to $200 a month. We're talking month. We're not talking per day or per week, per month. Okay. Um, and if you would like to take your child to daycare, I guess it could be a private daycare whatsoever. You really won't need that, more than likely. Um, it's $50 to $100 a month for daycare. All right. Going into education, public education is usually free at the elementary level, and then it may have some tuition at the secondary and on up, right? So it gets tricky um, at the secondary, and I have not started a foundation like a I have decided to give because I see that that is an issue. So you go to school for free when you are when you are at elementary level, right? But when you get to secondary, it's tuition a lot of times, and then everyone wears a uniform. So what I've run into in Kenya, and with my bags, if people have talked to me about my bags or know the mission with Anastasia Africa, 10% of the proceeds go to uniforming a child for school. And my goal is to uniform everyone in Kalifi County. Because a lot of times what happens, the older kids have to stop going to school so their younger siblings can go to school because their parents cannot afford tuition plus uniforms for everyone. So just to keep that in mind, okay? So if y'all know anyone in any, like I know a lady that does like the waist beads in Ghana, she donates to a school for, I don't know what exactly she donates for, but kids in education, really, really key. Now, that's public. You do have an option for private and international schools. Okay. So, Bakwazi, how are you? Thank you so much for coming on. I'm running over a little and I apologize, y'all, but I want to squeeze all this information in for you. I always start off saying, oh, it's only going to be 30 minutes. It'll be an hour solid. Um, so, with the private schools, those are about $500 to $1,500 a year. The private schools, okay, a year, right? So, but when you go into international schools, the international schools is for the wealthy and for expats that's coming in at a whole different level and bracket. Those schools in Burkina Faso, they go for about $3,000 to $12,000. But you know what goes on in an international school, you know, small quarters, one-on-one, like top notch. Okay, so that's what y'all could expect to pay if y'all have you know, children that y'all want to send to the different levels of school. Private schools are about 500 to 1,500 per year, and then international schools are about 3,000 to 12,000, depending on, you know, what country you are in. But always, you know, connect with someone to get referrals, right? All right. So cost of, like, total cost of living. So you want to see how you're going to be chilling. Okay. In any place. That's why I tell y'all, get y'all coins up. Get y'all coins up. It's not much coins you got to get up, to be for real, for real. If y'all are about to retire, y'all getting a check, sell your house, sell stuff that you haven't used, sell that Louis Vuitton bag, like get some coins up, because for what it costs to live every month, that is the real American dream. Making the US dollar and then living internationally. That's the real American dream. For real, for real, for real, for real. Okay. So, basic life. And for most of us that's on here, okay, we bougie. We ain't gonna go for no basic, okay? Nah. we're not gonna be on struggle bus. We want to chill. Okay. That's just the US in us. We gotta stunt, right? So, but just to give you like a synopsis, basic cost of living monthly, including rent for one person, basic is $400 to $800 for one person. Okay. For a family of 4 to live basic, including rent in Burkina Faso, is $800 to $1,500. Like middle class, you're living comfortable. Not, you living nice. You living nice. For one person is $800 to $1,500 a month, and family of 4, $1,500 to $3,000. Just think of those numbers and think of how much you pay per month. And as I mentioned, I think Miss Ernestine is on here. She had put in the chat that she's older and her monthly expenses is $5,000 a month. Right? So if you want luxury, if you want to be stunting, if you want to be flexing and chilling and really living the American dream, cost of living in Burkina Faso will cost you for one person, including rent, utilities, all that stuff. And the utilities come to only like an extra $50 a month. But this isn't, but I didn't put that in before, but this is all inclusive of everything. Your entertainment, your transportation, your healthcare, all of that, your total cost of living, okay, including rent, is, if you want to be stunting in Burkina Faso, it's for one person is $1,500. Johanna, thank you. It's $1,500 to $3,000 for one person. If you just chilling, if you just stunting, okay, and $3,000 to $6,000 if you have a family of 4, nice house, full staff, everything. That's including everything, not your mortgage, $6,000. And of course, your expenses is usually right about what you spend on your rent or your mortgage. So that's what it costs to live in Burkina Faso. So again, we talked about it. I'm going to close it up. I want to thank y'all so much for being patient and staying on. We will resume on Monday. And who are we doing on Monday? But income, because I don't say jobs, okay? Income. Now, we've already laid out on what they're looking for, but they're also looking for people to, do business, open businesses, right? So you have basically an open scape, but with is agriculture in the lane of agriculture is big, and Africa, a lot of their money is made in Africa. I mean, is in agriculture. I have a friend that just went into business doing mushrooms in Kenya, growing mushrooms, I have been approached about growing pineapple, cocoa, coffee, all of that. So there's tons of opportunity, but a sector or a profession that just keeps coming up every time is being an English teacher. And that's not just in Africa. Everybody wants English teachers. And there was a young lady on yesterday. She is teaching, I forgot what part of the world she's teaching. And she said that she was a teacher and was so depressed and over it in the US system. But when she took on some jobs in other countries, that renewed her love for, teaching and education. And she said usually you get housing. So a lot of these countries are really welcoming teachers also to teach English. And you don't even have to be a teacher by trade, but I guess you have your, you get your certificate or whatever they may want. But I know also you can do English tutoring, and all you need is to go through the training of that company, and you can do um, teach people English, and you can work remotely, so you don't even have to go in front of a classroom. So that's it for today. I want to thank everyone. Yeah, what are we doing on Monday? Monday, we are going to who are we talking about on Monday? I want to thank y'all so much for coming. So what it says here is Burundi. That's who we talking about on Monday is Burundi. So I want to thank y'all. Any of y'all, I want to let me see. Hold on, y'all, on Facebook. So I like what I see and hear. Please, if you like her, and after she ends the stream. Oh, thank you so much. I love it. I thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll respond to my YouTube after I get off. And of course, y'all know on the Facebook side, I always connect with everyone because I do appreciate y'all taking y'all time out, especially for 1 hour out of your Friday night. I hope everyone's warm. Where's everyone? Because it snowed in Atlanta and it was too hilarious. I went to walk my dog this morning and he went out and he walked up to the thing. He looked, he was like, he turned right around, came back in the house. He said, absolutely not. He said, I don't know what that is, but I don't want no parts of it. Right, Blanco? Right, Blanco? Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. So anyway, I want y'all to have a great weekend. Be safe, be blessed. I'm so excited. Let's do this thing. And also visit me at glampluxetravels.com and get an itinerary, repatriation. I have a surprise coming up too. I ordered some stuff. So y'all on the live will get. So I want to thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great night. Y'all take care. All right. I'm not gonna hold y'all no more. Bye.